marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from Ford Field. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And the Lions.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. Hey, check that.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal.
Off the bootleg, it's Milton. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
180. Hey, alert 33.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Alert. Regular.
They'll go. Mayfield. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
They bring their tight end right. On the ground, this is Kendre Miller.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? A run here with Miller. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's 2nd and 2.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They will run the drop play with Miller. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
We'll try and run here with Miller. And the Saints going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
That's another.
This has been a picture-perfect opening drive. You would have hated for it to get stopped there. Fortunately for them, they get a nice run on 3rd down, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a designed run. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead. But instead, they go backwards.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. It's a jet sweep. They go with McLaurin. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about any game.
Butker's extra point is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. 60 by 60.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Gain of 29.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
A run here with Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ready.
Working out of the gun is Milton. That is brought in. And he's in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown Lions.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
Let's
The
go now.
Lions will set up
Ready.
for the 2.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And Eagles get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And the Saints first down.
They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's second and inches at the Lions' 39-yard line.
Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll throw here on third and short. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
So by nature, Mike, you know, I am a guy that is generally aggressive on fourth down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was fourth and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense, they have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. That's caught. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 55 yards on the game.
Dragon 60.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
17, 19 Lions. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Milton. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll take this down to the 6th. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
leads to
I don't mind the
second
play
and
call,
goal
but it's really just the
at
execution,
Saints'
Mike. It's got to be
6-yard
cleaner
line.
than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back, and so it's got to be better blocked and better executed.
Let's go now. 65.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
3rd and goal.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On the ready.
Here we go.
79
Offense
Broncos.
still out there. It is 4th and goal.
Go. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Milton. To the goal line and in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
And he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a 1-point game.
14.
And after that last score, they want it back right away. A rare first-half onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch him by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Miller. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Once again, it's Miller. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Kendre Miller, touchdown Saints. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for two.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he's into the end zone again. It's the Octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Crackle 80. Ready?
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Ryan Brzee in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
On the double. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready? Take up.
Here's Milton. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing is Milton. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Third and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Now Milton. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
set.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. To the air, it's Milton. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout, 3 seconds left in this first half. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal.
43-yard attempt.
That one is good. The Lions are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
Lions 17.
Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Miller gets it out of the pistol. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this one in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Tighten up. Mustang 19. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready up. 7 Pirates. Here we go. Go.
Get out of the gun is Milton. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And again, it's their inability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
18.
On second down, here's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
Down. Panther 11. Panther 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. It's Milton. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
79 Broncos.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Dragon 60.
For the Lions.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
1st and 10.
To the air once more is Milton. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion. Ready.
Throwing again is Milton. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the double. Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Milton going to look to throw it again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8. at the Saints' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Go street. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 60. Panther 60. Me. Riggs. Riggs. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5.
Viking 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
From the gun, here's Milton. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
80, 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing, Milton. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
Maybe a little early for this here in the 3rd quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Now it's Miller. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. McCord open on the left side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60
They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Cowboy 80. Hey, check that, street.
They'll run with Miller. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
19, Tyler, 19. 18 Cardinal. Green Lion. 70 Timberwolves. 18 Rebel, 18 Red, 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Miller is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Got it. Ready? 18, find it. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Here's Milton. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 6.
Nick Bosa getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Milton. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2. Now Milton. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A run up the middle with Miller. He's got space inside the 25. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's Miller. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. One more time with Miller. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kendre Miller, touchdown Saints. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. 180, attack.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Second pirate. Come on.
Working out of the gun is Milton. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Lions.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
10 more yards.
2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards.
5-yard line.
19 tight. Go.
To the air once more is Milton. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Lions! 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for 2.
The Lions will set up
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's hauled in at the 2, and he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off, unable to cut any further into the deficit.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff, and Miller heading left. Room to run at the 35. And he will score again. Kendre Miller, touchdown Saints. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Looking to throw, it's Milton. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18.
The Saints
And
take
their
over
drive
first
will
and 10
begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start the drive with Miller. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, New Orleans.
46-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Kendre Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Makes the score Saints 61, Lions 47. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Buffalo, come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the set.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll drop to throw. He gets that into the hands of Wilcox. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
19 tight,
Second
19
and
tight.
1 at the 15-yard line.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. A A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
First and 10.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's second down. Throwing again is Milton. He pulls it in around the 5.
Milton's pass complete to Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Try and throw with Milton. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Julian Blackman.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Ready, set.
Gotta have it. 4th and 4.
19 Lion. Dragon 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll go. Here's Milton. That is caught. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Milton going to look to throw it again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former Sooner, Danny Stutzman.
Lions 53.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he is not going to get in. Stop it on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He's got it! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Go.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. This one grabbed by Austin. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Now Milton. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. And will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to go into the end zone, but there is a flag down. And this is all going to be erased. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. He'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Great job here on 4th and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18.
Get out of the gun is Milton. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Saker.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. And they were able to run up a big point total here, higher even than the 72 points put up by Washington in 1966. That was the previous record. They were able to surpass it in this one. An incredible record-setting offensive performance. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.